Hello and welcome back to the Cars.co.za YouTube channel. I'm David Taylor and today we're getting a sneak preview of the 6th generation all-new Subaru Forester. Of course, by the time you watch this, the vehicle will have gone on sale and dealership operations will have commenced. Now, remember, Cars.co.za is not just a YouTube channel. We also have 76,000 vehicles for sale, including 150 Subaru Foresters. So if you want a capable family SUV that's pretty safe, the next few minutes should be interesting. Right, music. Right, before we get into product specifics of the 6th generation Subaru Forester, I feel I need to issue a disclaimer. See, Subaru Foresters in particular are very close to my family and I. My parents have had 2 generations of Forester. They've had a naturally aspirated petrol and the last one was a turbocharged diesel. Those cars were awesome. Now, yes, you can say, oh, it's a bit of a bias, he likes the car already. And I go, well, no, actually not. Now, to match up to the previous generation of Subaru Foresters, this new 6th generation has to be really good. Subaru South Africa, is it Subaru or Subaru? I always get confused. Is it emphasis on different syllables? Anyways, Subaru Forester, there'll be 4 derivatives. Pricing starts from 690,000 Rand. Now, those of you who've been paying attention will know that this is pretty much the same price as the outgoing model. So, fair play Subaru for keeping a new generation vehicle priced exactly the same. The flagship version, which is the one I'm driving, is priced at 830,000 Rand. All 4 models are powered by the same 2.5 naturally aspirated, horizontally opposed 4-cylinder petrol engine. When it comes to these derivatives, I mean, pretty much every manufacturer, they try leave the entry-level model as basic as possible. So they're going, well, you're getting a steering wheel, you're getting an engine, and that's about it, really. And they want you to buy the higher spec one. I mean, I get it. I mean, car companies are businesses, they're not charities. But the 6th generation Forester, you still get a lot of tech. So you get the safety tech, which for me is critical. So that it's got the EyeSight, it's got the adaptive cruise control, and it has 9 airbags. So in my opinion, I don't think you're that shortchanged when you buy the entry level. But of course, if you can, you always buy one up. Usually when you think of Subaru and performance, you've got images of these little blue gold-wheeled rally monsters charging through the forest. And the Forester is anything but that. So the engine, as I mentioned, 2.5 flat 4, the typical Subaru motor. In this iteration, 136 kilowatts, 247 Newton meters. No turbos, no manual gearbox, no automatic. Instead, you get a CVT. And Subaru has said, you know what, guys, we've got a sport mode and an intelligent mode here. Sport mode is not sporty. I see there's also gear shift paddles here on a CVT. I mean, these are like windows on a submarine. Like, I don't understand why there's a point to these. The thing with the CVT, however, is it's most efficient because it keeps the engine at its optimum power torque outputs without consuming all the fuel. You can wring this thing's neck and go up to 6,000 RPM, but there's just no point. The sweet spot is between 2 and 4.5. I've been driving this thing in and around the city and I've been getting 8.5. Today, however, I've decided to drive spiritedly, as the kids say, and I'm getting 9.7. And yes, I know the majority of Forester owners will be just taking them on gravel and taking their dogs to the beach and so on. So if you push it, it does consume a bit more fuel than I would deem acceptable for the segment, but Subaru claims 7.9 liters per 100. Let's talk about design. And I'm not just talking about the background here. Isn't it gorgeous? But 6th generation Subaru Forester. I'm not convinced. I feel it's a very generic design. And that front end, it's awkward. It's not cohesive in my opinion. But look, daytime running lights are helping immensely. And that color really is awesome. Speaking of color, on your screen now is a screenshot of the brochure. How awesome is that variety of colors? Please guys, if you buy a Forester, pick an interesting color. Let's take a look at this interior. First impressions count for everything. Now visually, this color combination is not going to win all the love in the world. I find it quite bold and I find it interesting. Like, give me an interesting color scheme all day and every day. But it's the attention to detail which really impresses. Like, I love this pattern over here. There's some really cool off-road details on the doors and so on. General fit and finish is pretty good. I mean, Foresters have always been pretty good. There's some soft suede over here, some leather. Yeah. Build quality, Foresters always get the nod. Like the previous generation, there's a portrait infotainment system. And yes, it is functional and ergonomic. It's very easy to understand. It's got like a smartphone interface. But I have my doubts with these graphics, and perhaps I've been spoiled with all the latest and greatest Chinese vehicles where you've got your fantastic portrait and landscape screens. Like, take the BYD screen. Like, the graphics on that are incredible. Yes, it's functional. Yes, it covers the basics, but it looks a little outdated. Like I've mentioned, this is the premium derivative of the 6th gen Forester, so you get a lot of extra goodies. And let's go through some of those highlights. Heated steering wheel. You don't know how good that is until you have it. It is one of the nicest things to have in winter. But strangely, no heated seats. There's also a leather trim, which is nice. Plus, there's also a Harman Kardon audio system. There's a nice pano roof. I'm not going to open that now because I don't want sunburn on my forehead. Subaru's EyeSight technology is one of the best in the business, but I feel for this iteration of Forester, it's become a little bit intrusive. Generally, you could get away with a lot and the lane keeping wouldn't be as alarmed, but now I'm finding it's chiming in earlier, going, you need to behave yourself. So as a result, you need to really concentrate while driving. And if you don't, it now has a driver monitoring system which shouts at you. Thankfully, that setting is very easy to find to switch off, and it's become my routine now. Get in, seatbelt on, start car, eye monitoring off. And it has a really interesting feature, which I will be honest, I don't ever want to try, but Subaru reckons that if you're driving along and the driver suddenly is unresponsive, the car will start to try wake the driver up by pulsating the pedals, and if there's still nothing, it'll eventually just hit the hazard light, pull over and unlock the doors. Like I said, I don't want to try this out, but I suppose it's reassuring that a car has the ability to do so. The rear space in the Forester has always been good, and this new version is just as excellent. In terms of rear legroom, I've got a nice little gap thanks to these cleverly designed front seats. I'm in my seating position, and as you know, I'm a tall fella, and I'm happy in the back here. Headroom, yeah, it's a little on the tight side. I can just make it. Annoyingly, this rear headrest is a problem because if I try raise it up, it comes out. So the adjustability on the rear headrest isn't great, so I'm just going to try to put that back in. But the cabin redeems itself with extra comfort features in the form of my own individual climate control vents, plus not only a USB-A but a USB-C, and cleverly they've put the outputs here. So in conclusion, pretty good in terms of legroom. Taller people are going to have a problem, and now the headrest has become a neck rest. Let's talk about boot space in the Forester. Now, new for this model is it has the function. And it worked. Usually it doesn't work on camera. Let's talk about boot space. And of course, what's a Cars.co.za review video without the good old trusty budget cooler box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we could get 7.5 budget cooler boxes into the back of the Forester, but also it's got some really nice convenience features, which I appreciate. Shopping bag hooks. You don't know you need these until you have them. They're so useful. Stops your shopping bags vomiting all the purchases you have. Plus, a quick, easy release for the rear seat in case your name is Ashley Oldfield and you've got a mountain bike that you want to throw in the back. There's a power socket on this side, plus let's not forget the good old Harman Kardon subwoofer, so you can listen to your favorite tunes at full volume. Now, the Subaru Forester has always had a reputation for a little bit of off-roading secret magic. 220 millimeters of ground clearance, symmetrical all-wheel drive. Now, remember that most of the mid-size family SUVs have an on-demand off-road system. The front wheels are the primary drive, and if there's slip with a bit of gravel, bit of mud, the back axle then comes into play to help keep things going. The Subaru, all four wheels are working constantly, and for me, I think it's time for a little test. And we're back here at All Terrain 4x4. Francois, 6th generation Subaru Forester. Have you driven Foresters before? What's your history like with them?
Yeah, I've driven a couple. My career in the motor industry started with Subaru, so yeah, I know them
Look,
quite
you're still
well.
smiling, so maybe
Yeah,
there's some positive.
Definitely, it's one of those brands that once it's grown onto you, it will stay with you forever.
Right, so we're going to do a little simple test here, a little axle twister. I have my doubts. I mean, I think there's a massive crater at the end there, and we don't really want to go through there. We might get it stuck. I mean, the Defender Octa will be fine, but Subaru Forester, do you think we can clear this? Let's get some articulation going.
Well, let's face it, it is a soft off-roader, with
Yes.
all due respect.
Am I asking too much?
Nah, how adventurous are you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's go. First gear, let's roll. Okay. Come on, Forester, come on. Okay, a little bit of wheel spin, okay. Come on. There we go. Am I on two wheels?
That one is in the air. This one is not in the air, but definitely loose distraction. Yeah, I don't think we should go further forward than this.
Cool. So this little basic test, I think it's done better than I expected. There's a massive hole there, and I don't want to lose the Forester in that puddle. So for what it's worth, if you do want to go gallivanting, this is better than you'd think. Well, I did bite off more than I could chew. So look, the Forester in the right hands is a very capable machine. That ground clearance of 220 millimeters is brilliant. I mean, it's more than a chimney. But remember that you are limited by your approach and your departure angles. And look, if you want to do some articulations, you're just going to have to be a little bit more careful. Now, one of the biggest changes that Subaru has done for the 6th generation Forester is they've tweaked the suspension, the chassis, and the steering responsiveness. And now the Forester, if you've driven them, has always been a pleasant steer. Like, the steering is lovely and direct. The weighting is near as damn it spot on. And this new version is just as good. And yes, again, I'm not going flat out here. I'm just enjoying some beautiful corners. But it's nice to know that this car actually is putting a bit of a smile on my face. The ride comfort on these wheels, I think these are 18s. The lowest spec models have 17-inch wheels. These are plump tires. The road noise is all but dialed out. And yeah, as far as driving engagement goes, I like a Forester. Now let's talk about service and maintenance plans. I will put all the info on the screen right now so you can pause and have a look. But 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty, which I think is pretty good. I do think there should be more than a 3-year, 75,000K maintenance plan, however. But I'm sure Subaru will make a plan and can offer you a maintenance plan extension for that additional peace of mind. So yeah, my takeaway is the 6th generation Subaru Forester, yes, it's better than the old one. And if you buy one, you're highly unlikely to be disappointed. Would I buy the Subaru Forester? It's tough to answer because there's so many good cars out there. I believe that this segment is mostly great cars, not just good cars. And when you factor in the value offered by like the Chinese brands, for example, things like the Subaru Forester start to seem a little bit legacy car maker, a little bit old school. Like, where's the digital instrument cluster? I mean, pretty much every car other than the Forester has this. The infotainment system could do with some better graphics. Like, it feels so close to being a good car. Just add a thumping engine and just give this a high-tech interior, and then we will have a class-leading SUV. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're shopping in this segment and you have 750,000 Rand, would you buy a Subaru Forester? Let me know in the comments below. And remember that Cars.co.za, we're not just a YouTube channel with 500,000 subs, we also buy and sell vehicles. 76,000 vehicles for sale, including 150 Subaru Foresters. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.
Let's find what moves you. Cars.co.za.
Hello, I have been asked by head office to introduce you to Cars.co.za login, your personalized car buying companion. That's what it says here on my cheat sheet. Now, there are actually so many benefits to using the login feature on our app and on our website, mobile and desktop, that there's a long list here which I can't remember. So I'm going to tell you all about it. The thing is, the system is quite smart. So the more you use it, the more we learn what sort of cars you're looking for, and we can make better, more tailored suggestions for you. There's also very important save and sync across devices. So if you've got some cars on your wish list, or if you've searched, or if you've put through a lead to a dealer, then you will be able to see all of those, won't get lost or refreshed, whether you're on mobile, desktop, or our app. So it's a cross-device seamless experience. That's what it says here. We can also make tailored recommendations to you over time as well. We're also going to expand the offering all the time. We're working hard on it to integrate things like cars alerts and that sort of thing. So that's all coming as well. And then because we've integrated WhatsApp into the whole process, by using the login, it verifies you on WhatsApp, and that makes that whole experience better for you as well. So for instance, if you put an inquiry through on a car, we'll send you a WhatsApp, and that will help you deal with that a little bit easier and contact the dealer a little bit easier as well. So go and check it out. Cars.co.za's new user login, your personalized car buying companion. Now you can stop messaging me on social media.